You should.
Sorry, you should, because you were definitely LeBron James out here. OD. Very Steph Curry. Yes. Multiple times. And I was like, she is a child. Like, you need to leave her alone. So she's driving, and because I've been to the MLK, memorial before, I know the area. Like, I know I'm going to start seeing, like, like the Capitol and like all that other shit, because it's all down in that downtown DC area. So we pull up in front of like a J. Crew and across the street from a building with scaffolding, and she's like, all right, we're here. And I was like, we are not here. And she was like, no, this is it. My drunk ass, instead of putting the MLK Memorial, I typed in the MLK Memorial Library.
Oh, I do remember this.
And we were on some random ass street, and I was like, this is not where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And she was like, well, where were you trying to go? And I was like, to like the memorial, like to the statue.
Yeah,
and she was like, oh, like I would take you, but like, cause Lyft does this thing where they push customers on people. So she was like, I already have another customer. Like, I would definitely take you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's fine, girl. So we order the Lyft to the proper location. We get there, and I am prepared to see Marty. Like, I know this nigga's drunk, but I was like, okay, we're gonna get out this car. First of all, he passes out in the car, dead asleep. And I was like, okay, well, as long as he wakes up by the time we get to this statue, like, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna let him take his little power nap. We had a flight to catch at like 6:30, mind y'all. Why is it 4:15? We're on our way to MLK. Don't know. But I'm like, whatever.
Don't play those games.
Don't play those games. But
we was playing them.
Niggas wilding for the culture.
We was like, we gonna get these pictures.
So we get there. I get pictures.
I got pictures.
You got pictures? I don't think you got pictures.
You took pictures for me.
I probably took pictures for you. Yeah.
Yo, Malcolm must have propped my drunk ass on. Like,
so I want to play a clip for the class. So this is us at the MLK exhibit, or the statue, and well, no, just play it right here.
Okay.
So I want to, you know what? We'll play it twice.
Fucking memorial tribute exhibit. Look at this motherfucker over here. Why is he so lit for? Girl, what are you doing? Get the fuck up. Get up. I need you to get up. We're here to see Marty.
Now, what did you bring me up higher?
Yeah,
I was like, that sounds real hot.
Yeah.
So what you just heard was me looking at Martin Luther King's beautiful erected statue, looking over, I think the reflection pool, and looking at all the fuck shit of white DC, just looking like, oh, look at what you motherfuckers have done. Right. And he's just being very judgmental as a true black that he is. Jay is sitting in the grass, like easily 10, 15 feet away from me, slumped over, head and knees, and not in grass. He's in like that grass dirt where like it looks like grass until you get in it, and then you're like, oh, this shit is very dusty, like dirt.
I should get out.
You should get out.
So let me tell you what happened.
Banged out. Out. Go ahead, plead your case.
I'm not pleading my case. So it was hot as fuck, and of course I had all black, and my black ass. So I guess
all black and your leggings.
And I was like, yo, Malcolm, I had high socks that day.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yo, Malcolm, take these photos. And I remember me and Malcolm was going back and forth, like, I ain't got no memory.
There's no space in my phone.
And I was like,
I got a 2 gig.
Take the picture.
I got an iOS too.
So as I remember it, Malcolm took pictures of me first, next to Marty, and I was like, I'm gonna go get in the shade.
Oh yeah, because you were bent down.
I was like, I'm gonna go get in the shade. So they had this like marble thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you ever buy like a recreational park or any type of monumental park, they have like that marble, it's not fencing, but kind of rounding that covers the dirt and the grass. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me sit on top of this shit. So my black ass got on top.
I didn't know you sat on top at first.
So I tried to sit on top of the marble.
Hilarious.
And when I sit, I tried to do like, I wasn't going to sit. I tried to do
like a little Kim squat pose.
Like a squat pose. Mm-hmm. And my black ass fell back into the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I couldn't get up. And my ass cheek was killing me because I had fell on that one left cheek. And I was like, fuck it. I'm down here. I'm going to stay here till it's time to go.
Embarrassed. Martin would be so disappointed with you.
And it's to the point where, you just fall. And you just like, I'm just going to sit here.
I'm just going to stay here because where else am I going to go?
And I'm looking at I looked over at Malcolm. Malcolm was like doing all his fucking talk.
Yeah, I'm just snapping photos. And
talking, doing his full-on coverage. And I was like, it's hot as fuck. And I was like, until we get out of here.
Trash.
My clothes is mad dusty.
Mad dusty. So you would think the night ends there, right? No, it gets better. So then we get to we get in the lift to go back to the Airbnb so we can get our shit so we can make it back to New York on time so we don't miss our flight. I think the cab driver's name was Solomon. I want to say Solomon. That is sounding very familiar, but shout out to Solomon, whoever you are or wherever you are right now. We appreciate you, because when I tell you all, we had all of 9 minutes to get to that house, grab our bags. When you walked in that house and you left that man.
Yo, it's to the point where I was like, listen, turn the meter off. I gave a nigga $25.
No, legit. It was like, can you just wait here for 10 minutes?
Turn the meter off.
So here's my plan, right? I think we're going to run in the house, grab our bags, run back out. Jason's like, I got to change. I'm like, all right, fine. You just fell in the dirt. I'm not going to let you walk through TSA looking like, dirt McGirt. This motherfucker's like, I got to change. I'm like, all right, we have all of 5 minutes. I go upstairs to grab my bags. I hear the fucking shower running.
You heard your boy got get fresh.
You don't have shower time, bitch.
Fresh.
You don't have shower time.
Nigga, you getting on the flight, you better be A1.
You should have left the brunch 2 hours before we went to take a shower before we went to the airport.
So go ahead.
So we get back downstairs.
I'm eating wings and drinking Hennessy.
Yes, we're eating the rest of our America's Best, trying to drink our Hennessy so that,
While poor Solomon's outside waiting for us.
Poor Solomon. So we get into the lift. We go to the airport. And this all could have been avoided if Jason listens to me, but Jason does not want to listen to me. So this motherfucker, for some reason, could not check in. Some shit with like his card and however he booked it, which happened when we left New York. So
I got that shit where it's like, when you're Amex, not.
Oh, you fancy, huh? My little TD Visa works just fine. They be like swipe.
So I guess I use my Amex card, and they want a validation that the person is present when at check-in with the card. So even though it was purchased already, they was just like, you can't check in remotely unless the card is present when you get to the gate.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking shit's all good and dandy. Get there, they're like, nope, go see a fucking person at the counter.
Now, pause. So before that, so first we get to the gate. We get to the TSA line, and the guy's like, oh, you can't come through with that. You got to go check in first. So we go upstairs to check in. We go to the kiosk. The kiosk tells this motherfucker to go speak to an agent. So we walk down to the line area. I'm about to get online. The woman's like, oh, it's not this section. It's the next one. I'm like, all right, cool. Got you. We go down to the other side. Why does this motherfucker keep walking all the way past the line to the other kiosk to try to check in again? I'm like, that's not going to work. You already tried that. It did not work the first time. But this motherfucker at this point has had 7 shots of tequila, 20,000 mimosas. And I was like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with the brick wall.
Malcolm was frustrated.
So now I'm pissed. I was pissed. So over it.
You can see his face.
So
he's over me.
We fucking... It takes you however long to do whatever you do. We still have to get back online. We get online. We talk to the guy at the desk. He's like, oh, you can't get on that flight anymore because...
Was it a girl?
No, it was a guy.
Was it?
But he was like, oh, you can't get on that flight anymore because we pushed back from the gate 10 minutes before. At this point, I think the flight was at 6:43. It is like 6...
It was 6:24 or something like that.
The flight?
Yeah, we still had 20...
Whatever it was.
We had 20,
like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, no, sir. We are getting on this flight.
Right.
Like, print his shit out. I am running through, because there was no line at TSA, because first of all, it's DC, which is like such a small airport. It's like it's not even a hub. So I was like, print his shit. We will go through. And he's like, no, we're going to push back, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, I lean to Jason, which was a bad idea. And I'm like, we're getting on this flight. I am running through the airport. Like, I am hauling ass. I turn around. This nigga is strolling like he's on Fifth Avenue shopping, at fucking Bergdorf Goodman. I'm like, what are you doing?
I was twisted.
Then he pissed me off because you left your bag on the side in the middle of the airport in Washington, D.C. of all the airports. I'm like,
I don't remember any of this.
I know you don't, because you was so fucking drunk. And I'm like, see something, say something. I was like, if you leave this bag for more than 2.5 seconds, these niggas are calling the cops and you're going to jail. And I'm going back to LaGuardia. Like, I'm going back to JFK with no questions asked. So I don't want to blame my friend. However, if my friend would have hightailed it like I told him to, we surely could have made that flight, because we got to the gate The door was closed. In the words of Nene Leakes, the door is closed. Door was closing, and they were just pushing back. I was like, if we,
I don't remember.
Not even we. If you would have just listened and went straight to the kiosk or straight to the man at the desk,
I'm not taking a shower.
Even the shower didn't push us back. If you just went to the desk and not went to the kiosk twice, we would have made that fucking flight. I was so mad. Y'all, I was fuming.
Get your strap.
Then we had to fucking, transfer, like, go talk to the person at the desk, get on another flight,
I don't remember
take a little shuttle bus across the thing.
Oh, I remember the shuttle bus.
So much shit for no reason. I was so mad. Only to get back to New York. We landed in New York at like 10 o'clock.
It was usually, the next flight was 40 minutes later.
It was, and we barely made that. But again,
we made it.
But we made it. Only to get back to New York, and there be so much fucking traffic leaving JFK on a Sunday night.
It was hot as fuck in New York City that day.
It was hot.
I sobered up
It took
quick.
me like an hour and a half to get home from JFK. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
No, it was terrible in New York City. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was like New Jack City.
Yeah.
Spike Lee hot outside.
It was a lot.
It was Do the Right Thing hot. That's what
absolutely.
I wanted to say.
It was rub, ice on Rosie Perez titties hot.
It was hot.
That kind of
spicy
heat.
hot, like spicy.
Yeah. But all in all, even with that terrible ass last, hour and 20 minutes of our trip, I still had a great time. Still had a great time. A great time.
I'm in fucking tears in here.
First of all, and you know what's funny? This happens every year we do a best of. Woo. So here's how the show works, right? So we're not as vain as you probably think we are. So here's the thing, right? So we're behind the scenes drinking, having our own personal conversations. But like every couple of minutes, we'll like dip into like what y'all listening to and like listen to the conversation itself. But every year I feel like we either think something or say something in response to the clip, and then seconds later, the recorded version of us says what we were thinking, because like right before this clip ended, Jay was like, yo, and it was mad fucking hot in New York. And
I was like, it was hot as fuck.
The clip was like, it was hot as fuck in New York City.
I remember. It was like mad hot. Like it was like fucking, it was Spike Lee hot in New York City. Shout out to Ruck for picking me up from the airport, drunk as fuck.
Yes.
And you know what I did? I was like, yo, Ruck, we got to stop at the bodega because I need some more drinks.
More.
I swear to God,
and that's why I left you.
I swear to God, we stopped in the store and
I believe it,
and we got
more.
Have
to convince me.
We parked up. We was on the corner just chilling. I was like, oh, it's hot as fuck outside.
So here's the thing, right? So first, you don't have shower time, bitch, is my new hashtag for 2019 because
I was moving mad elegant.
Passionate.
I was like, I definitely went and got new clothes. I took a nice shower.
And whole shebang.
The funny part was that I told Malcolm while we was like in break. I was like, well, break for us at least.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I was also drinking in the airport. I definitely had a personal on me
in the airport. And then we went back and forth about him not being able to drink in the airport. And I'm like, nigga.
We was in the bathroom and I was like,
if
I
it's
could
not
drink
at an establishment, you cannot drink in the airport.
I was like, the airport served drinks. And he was like, nigga, you can't drink. And I took a swig right in front of his face and I threw the bottle away. And he
First of all, threw the bottle away in the little thing where paper towels go. So, only paper towels is in there in the metal container.
Yo, if you look
drops the shit in.
He was
mad loud.
He was mad as fuck at me, yo.
No.
And I was giving him shit.
Still mad. I just heard that clip and I was like, fuck you, black bitch. Like, I still feel the same way.
Yo, if you guys want a good time, always hang out with Focus JRJ, because you know what? We not here for a long time. If you want to be stressed the fuck out. We not here for a long time. We here for a good time, baby
Listen,
girl.
And here's the thing, right? I don't want to play Parent Malcolm, but I let you have all the fun in D.C. All I asked was for 45 minutes of focusness just to get on the fucking plane.
God forbid I pass. You gonna listen to this clip, or you gonna look back?
Well, you are gonna pass.
I mean, God forbid soon if I pass. I mean, you gonna look back, listen back, and this gonna be laughing, giggles, and you gonna get mad.
Okay, don't guilt trip me with your death, bitch.
But the point is, you know what? I'm here to give some people some type of feeling. You know what? Because at least you
what
feel.
What feeling do you give me?
I don't care if it's a good
stress.
I'm here to give people some type of feeling.
Anyway, listen.
If it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, at least you feel away somehow.
All in all, shout out to DC. Love y'all DC for real. Was amazing city.
I want to say brunches. I mean, that's kind of really why I need to scale back from drinking, because brunch, like that DC brunch was like that put us over the like.
Who us? You speak for yourself,
Malcolm. I have pictures to show you. There was a female sitting on your lap, like
okay, and
I also remember
I go both ways.
You know what also went dangerous? I don't know how I went bad. Shout out to me.
I don't go both ways.
I went going bad. I went to the bar and we already had paid for
You went to the bar,
and what I do, I bought a round of shots.
Listen. That was the pivotal point of. And that was the climax of the episode.
Me and Copper had this conversation the other day. Action. He was like, if you ever picked up from me, you picked up that you always got to give to everybody that's in the room. And I'm like, that's not a good thing. Like,
it's not great.
Spreading the love is not, like, that shit puts you over. Like, yes. I don't need to be over.
Yes, because you know why? You have a problem. And speaking of problems. That brings us to our next clip. Oh, first, real quick, shout out to Monica, who was a part of the DC festivities. Hey, girl, hey.
Let us know when you want to host us. We're down for bookings. You can fly us out whenever you're ready. We're ready to see the West Coast once again.
I've never seen the West Coast.
Really?
I was like 2 years old. Well, I've seen Vegas, but I was also like 17 then, so I don't really count. But yeah, so
you gotta get your coins together. We gotta do it. Nope, we gotta do it. I mean, I'm not to say that we gotta, like, we gotta figure out something.
Who said my coins ain't together, bitch? All right.